Tired of navigating the RSI ship lineup? Overwhelmed by the choices? Don't worry, I've got you covered, because today we're diving deep into Robert Space Industries, breaking down each ship to help you find your perfect match and spend your credits wisely. New to Star Citizen? Use this code for 50,000 free credits and a super rare limited time pink origin racing suit. But hurry, this offer vanishes after December 5th, 2025. Well, the suit anyway. You'll still get the credit. If you want to know more about specific ships, check the description below where I'll leave links to any detailed reviews I've done. And on that note, let's get started. Starting with the Apollo Medivac, this is the first and only medical ship that has a tier 1 medbed, allowing you to respawn absolutely everywhere. Comes with enhanced armor, ensuring you can hop into hot zones, pull out and save injured players. For $290 US, it's not bad. Next we have the Triage, which is the cheaper variant. Only difference here is the Triage does not have the same armor and less shielding, but it's still decent, totally worth it. Then we have the Aurora, one of the mining concept ships I am most excited about. This one is sitting in my personal hangar, and for the moment you'll get a Prospector, Mole and Arrow, I believe, as loaner ships until the Aurora goes live. So yeah, good deal. I think once this one goes live, that 575 price tag is gonna jump by quite a bit, because this thing can even refine your ore on board, so no need to return to refineries. Can't wait for that one. Then we have the Aurora CL. I have a soft spot for the Auroras, but I'd give a pass on the CL as well as the CS variant, although for a $20 price tag, this is the cheapest option for new players to join the Star Citizen universe. I mean, getting this game at that price is absolutely ridiculous. Of course, you do need a game package, but yeah, definitely a ship to consider if you are short on cash. Then we have the Aurora LN, which was my very first starter package. To this day, it's my favorite Aurora variant, as it has improved firepower, better armor, and can carry missiles. So yeah, for $40, I love it. In the LX, which is the luxury variant, I'd rather get the LN. The MR is another very cheap option for only $30, and honestly with upgrades it's not bad at all. Next up we have the Constellation Andromeda. This was Star Citizen's first big ship when I started playing, and to this day it is a great missile boat. Allows you to carry a vehicle, has great firepower, tons of missiles, and just great all-rounder. $240 is quite steep, but it's well worth it compared to other ships with that price tag. Then we have the Aquila, which is the exploration variant. You don't get the turret here at the top, instead you do get an extended scanner, or rather a better scanner, which is not yet fully functional. But the cool thing about the Aquila is that it does have the best cockpit view of all Constellation variants. I actually think this is my favorite, although a lot of people will argue with that statement. Then we have the stock limited Constellation Phoenix. This one isn't always available to purchase and usually sells out pretty fast. It does have a really nice interior, looks sleek and stylish from the outside, and comes with a Lynx, which is a nice little rover. And then the final Constellation variant, the Taurus, which is probably the most popular variant there is, as it allows you to carry more cargo than the other variants, but has fewer missiles. So if you like trading, this is the one you want. Then we have another concept ship, the Modular Galaxy. I would definitely pass on this one, not only because it's not in-game yet, but once it does go live, you're gonna need to spend even more money to get the modules you want. So it's definitely going to be quite a bit more expensive than the selling price overall. Then we have the Lynx rover for $60 US. I'd rather buy this one in game, even though I absolutely love it. It's just really cheap in game. So yeah, pass. Then we have the Mantis for $150 US. Another ship that's pretty cheap in game, and honestly $150 US is a bit much for this ship. It is really cool looking, but pass. And we have the Meteor, a really fast, really deadly ship, but not very maneuverable. You do have much better options at the $260 price range, so I'd pass on that. Next up, another concept, heavy industrial mining ship, the Orion, $650. Man, I'd say if you can afford that much, definitely get it, as that price is going to jump to between $850 and $950 if I had to guess. So you can make a decent profit in the long run. Then we have the Perseus for $800. Quite a ridiculous price tag, but it did get a lot of upgrades as opposed to the original concept that was discussed, hence the jump in price since going live. I think it's decent, not great at the moment since armor isn't really in-game yet, but once whole armor becomes an actual thing, it's going to be a lot better. I'd still say get it. And then the Polaris for $975. Now this might not be a popular opinion, but I don't like the Polaris. It's slow, I know it's gigantic, but it's just not for me. I used to have one, I don't anymore, and I don't miss it one bit. But yeah, if you have a ton of friends or a big crew to play with, your gameplay experience will definitely be better than mine in the Polaris. Then we have the new Salvation for $60. I think this ship is awesome. Definitely worth a buy if you prefer a more relaxing gameplay loop. Can't go wrong with that one. Then we have the Scorpius, lethal but requires 2 people. Same goes for the Antares, which is the missile/EMP variant, allowing you to shut down ships and blast them to pieces. If you want to get the Scorpius, get this one. Then we have the popular Ursa rover, very cool, but rather buy it in game, it's really cheap. Same goes for the Ursa Medivac, although if you really want to buy a land vehicle with real cash, this is probably the only one I'd say is worth it. Then we have the Zeus Mark II CL, $175. It's a medium freighter, pretty cool looking ship. But man, the Zeus ships are slow. If you like hauling, it's a decent ship, a lot of people like it. And we have the exploration variant, the Mark II ES, which is much more my style, but again, it's slow. And then we have the MR variant, which is the combat interdictor for $190. I don't expect a major jump in price for this one. I also don't think it's gonna be that great, to be honest, so I'd say pass. But yeah, which ships are you most excited about? Let me know in the comments, like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.